Cute. It cut me off there.
Well, I told you. Didn't line it up. Did you cut yourself out even more?
I got it even
No,
more.
no, just wait. Oh, what is that awful noise? Turn the volume down. There's feedback. Oh,
Yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
Is the noise gone, I hope?
I sure hope so.
Hope so.
Hey, Mike and Rena. And the Llama Express. How you doing, my grandson?
I just said hello in here too. Okay, is anybody out hearing? We had our volume turned up on the other device. Is the awful noise gone now, I hope? Hopefully, let me know if there's an awful terrible squealing noise still. Or if it was just us.
Could be our hearing aids. Oh, I don't
We
wear them
don't
yet.
have 'em yet. You know what really is? The delay on the screen here is really, really annoying.
Oh, well.
Yes, the noise is gone now. Good, good. We keep forgetting to turn the volume down.
Well, I have our camera here
I have my iPad.
on my laptop. And I have my phone here.
Mm-hmm. So,
As you can see.
yeah,
Tramway
that's your
police.
work. That's your tramway police. Last time,
And they're losing.
last week we sat.
Rushing wind.
Hello. Last week we sat in there on that really uncomfortable couch, and I was trying to come up with a better place to sit. I was going to put chairs out there in the den, and then I just decided, we'll just come back to the dining room table.
Just come back here and that'll be that.
Aw, hello my favorite YouTubers, aren't you sweet?
You're special.
So, we even made notes this time so we'd actually remember what to talk about. So, what is it?
We're getting better.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
How's everybody's week so far?
I don't know if I want to look at my iPad or look at your screen over there. Jokes. Jokes. Is that what we're talking about?
No, it's too early for jokes.
Yeah, that's your job. The jokes are your job. When we have nothing to say, which could be any time.
Yeah. You never know.
I know what we were going to talk about.
Things and stuff.
The weather. I don't usually want to talk about the weather, but I figured
We always talk about the weather.
Because we say, what do we say?
Wait 15 minutes.
And it'll change.
Yep.
So, and it's maybe not 15 minutes, but it sure has changed a lot.
Yeah, we had some exciting stuff at work today.
To do with weather?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Well, we have a major construction going on at our school, and outside the boiler room is where my office is in the boiler room. So
Nice office.
I could only open my door like maybe 12 inches, and the first step down was like 2 feet. And there's scaffolding all in there, and there's this orange tarp covering it so they can do the brickwork. So they took all that orange tarp down and took the scaffolding away from my door so I can open it wide open. And there's that big shiny light up there that shines in there. It's wonderful.
One of the teachers was so excited about having her windows uncovered, she posted about it.
Yeah, she posted on her Facebook.
Almost as exciting as the Toronto Maple Leafs winning that game. And I don't even watch hockey, but I watched that.
Yeah.
And here's Raven.
No, if you just ignore her, she'll go away. Go lie down, Raven.
Russian Wind Mountain saying the week just getting started, nearly got washed away from heavy rain.
Oh my.
Oh my. The mountain saved us. Well, that's good.
Wow.
You must be on the right part of the mountain then,
Yeah.
if it saved you. We've been, I don't know if anybody else watches Trent and Alley. We don't watch them all the time, but they're in Utah. And they are kind of in a mountainous area above Salt Lake City. And they're about I think a month behind in their videos, but the snow there, they're just their house and garage is almost buried. And so we commented today and said, have you thought about having someone come and haul your snow away, because that's what we do here.
Yeah.
Because they're almost buried. Hi, Des. Beautiful weather out there. Okay, well, I don't know. I haven't been outside today. What was our weather like?
It's not bad. It's like +5 today, I think.
It's getting there.
So, Des, we have a Jackson's Lake here in Manitoba, too.
Yeah, we saw you had Jackson Lake, and we have one in Manitoba. Although I don't think ours is as big.
Maybe.
Ours is a good size, but
It's
not
good
that
size.
big.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny Sue, Arkansas. Nice weather.
Yes.
Well, we have nice weather for Manitoba in April, although we have had nicer Aprils. We've also had...
We've had lots of snow days in April.
Yeah.
Last year we did. We had a bunch of them.
I blocked them out, so I never remember from year to year.
I kind of like snow days. You get paid and you get to stay at home.
But last Monday, when we were live, we had been sitting outside in the yard, remember?
Contemplating
It was beautiful.
stuff.
We were planning projects for the year, and then a couple days later, snow started.
Yep.
We didn't get it really bad, but
Not
bad
a lot
enough.
of places like Weyburn, Saskatchewan, like they got dumped on
Yeah. Well,
majorly.
the highway from Brandon to Saskatchewan was closed, and then there was no school here Friday because of the hazardous road conditions because of the ice.
Of course, I walked all the way there. I run one pot of coffee or one pot of water through the machine. Had my shovel in my hand. Just walked out the door, and my phone was ring, 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 ring. And then I get a phone call, and then yep. So I get a text message, a phone call, and yep, schools are closed.
Well,
Stay home.
Danica had been hoping and hoping that it would be a no school day, and
Yeah.
so I said, well, you better pray about it.
Well,
So she was quite happy. No, she was going to pray about it. I said, well, what if somebody else was praying the opposite?
sort of like we're praying for the Jets to win, and then they lost.
That's what we were talking about,
Yeah.
praying about. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you went and prayed for the Winnipeg Jets, and then they lost. So I said, don't you dare pray for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Boilermaker Rick, hello.
Hey, Boilermaker.
Have I missed anyone else? But yeah, it was no school Friday because of weather conditions, and then now almost all of our snow is melted again. But
Yeah.
Manitoba.
It's Manitoba, yeah. And then next
Hi,
week
Beverly.
we're mid-teens. Hi, Beverly.
Oh, I hope so. The rest of the
Lately they've been saying, okay, it's 2 degrees, and then we jump to 5. So if they say 5, I'm hoping it jumps to 9.
Hey, Melanie, how are you? Glad you're here.
Melanie.
The one thing though, those great big hunks of ice, they're going to be there for a while.
Well, they're probably
They're mountain,
yeah, they're
I know,
mountain.
but they're going to be there for a while.
They're massive.
If you
so
missed it,
you had a drone.
we have a drone flight down the river that gets a really good view of all those big ice cubes along
the reflections
along
off the
there.
water is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But then, I said we've been making so many videos, but it's hard to not make videos when I look out. Oh, the river looks so pretty. You gotta go make a video.
We usually take our videos on a Saturday, and
Then it comes up next Saturday.
Well, either on Wednesday or Saturday, we'll do them. But things are changing.
It's not.
Things change
If
so
we
fast
wait
in
a week,
Manitoba.
it's not relevant. So
Yeah.
we have to. If we make a video, we pretty much put it up that day.
Yeah. I don't want to be a month behind,
And then we have had the birds coming to our window, and just couldn't.
And then that bird that
resist.
hit the window,
I-
massive
I-
bird.
when we
There's
sat-
feathers flying.
But when
No,
no, it didn't make any noise. We sat down to do
Sounds-
live here.
Sounds more More exciting if you go, "Ah!"
I'm
it wasn't a
looking at the
chicken either,
front
but-
window, which is really streaky, but
Yeah.
I can see the outline of where a bird hit our window.
Yeah, sort of like this.
I thought it was a woodpecker, but I looked it up and it's called a northern finch. It was so pretty, all these speckles, and he tried to video through the window and get a picture of it, but it didn't really work out. But he sat there for a while, and then
It wasn't even blinking, and
just-
then it starts blinking.
all of a sudden he was gone. So he survived.
Sort of like the coyote and the roadrunner.
But we've had two birds hit the window since that one.
Yeah.
But this one I saw the feathers fly, and I can see some of them still stuck to the window. So
Didn't hit it hard enough to break, because then we could get a new window for
that would be good.
$25
We do
deductible.
need a new window out there. It's a very old window. Moni is here. Hi,
Monia.
Monia.
Hey. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, the drone video just come out at 11 o'clock this morning. It was quite late last night by the time we got it ready. We thought, well, we might as well wait till morning.
She was
and
cutting
put it
into
up.
my beauty sleep, let me tell you.
Yeah, you didn't get to bed till what, 10:30?
10:30, yeah.
I know, it's terrible. You want up, don't you? Maybe we should start putting an extra chair here just for Raven.
Just for Raven, yeah. Then she'll get
You
the
want to come
idea
up and
to
say
jump
hello,
up.
don't you? Come on. You can jump that high, can't you? Can you do it? Can you do it? I'm going to give it your best
There
shot.
you go.
There you go. Okay, say hello. Say hello to everybody, Raven. Here we go. There you go. Oh, she'll spit at you. Be
Yeah,
careful.
She's got awful breath.
I just better read some. Old saying is if a bird hits your window means bad luck is coming.
Oh boy.
Never heard that one, but
No, I've never heard that one either.
oh, we'd have a lot of bad luck because there's always birds hitting the windows. We have so many
and,
trees. You're shaking, Raven. Are
I
you
broke
scared?
so many
What are you scared of?
mirrors I broke too, so it's
Walking under ladders too?
yep, walk under ladders too.
A lifetime of bad luck.
I walk under ladders, I stand on the top of step ladders and stuff like that. So
What is this? Kid does magic. Boom. I'll have to check that later, the Llama Express. I haven't been doing, I haven't been putting up any channels either. I guess I should put you down and I should be, oh, I think she wants you. That's what it
why
is.
would you want me?
Okay, let's
What
see.
do you want me for? You know I'm just gonna throw you on the floor.
Let me see if I can get some
Yeah,
channels up here. I'm just sloughing off on my job.
let me tell you.
Copy. Think. Go back here. If anybody else would like to put up channels, you're welcome to put up channels. Because I'm really slow at it.
You want to share your link, go for it.
Yeah.
And,
Well, if you're blue, and if not, then just say that you want your link shared, and I'm sure somebody else will. Maybe Mike would like, you can go ahead and put yours up. You're blue. Peaceful Daz.
jump down. She squirms too much and just, but yeah.
So, what else are we going to talk about? Everybody watch our good coffee pot video. The best coffee pot
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Now,
I
somebody
still love it.
said having a coffee channel, they thought we would have a much better
Much-
coffee pot.
I thought it was pretty good,
Well,
but not,
we don't really care so much about fancy schmancy coffee pots.
though somebody else did say about their son bought them a fancy coffee pot, spent
Lots of money.
way over $200 for it. It
That's-
lasted for a year and 3 months, and you couldn't get parts for it, so
Well,
they went back to a $30 coffee pot.
that's about what our previous coffee pot was, and I know just from, because it's in our videos, that we've had it for at least a year, and
Yeah.
it wasn't going to die, unfortunately.
It was a president's choice, but
Yep. Yep.
there's that little thing on the bottom of the
Oh,
basket.
yeah, that did break.
And there's a spring in there, so
So you can take the pot out.
pot out and it doesn't dribble all over the place. Well,
that broke.
there's a little clip on the inside. Well, it fell out.
But that
and it's gone.
happened when our son was here, so maybe
Just was
perfect timing. We
perfect
didn't even
time.
plan that.
That was good luck. See, and we ended up with a nice coffee.
And I said we should have complained more about our toaster while he was here. And then who was it, Jody?
Does anybody else have a toaster that
you can make the entire breakfast waiting for the toast?
You'd almost give birth to.
How about make bacon and eggs? We'll just go with that.
Yeah. Well, when I make eggs, I drop my eggs into the frying pan, and I push the toast down, and by the time my toast is done, my eggs are done.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just too impatient.
Jody from Just Rambling On, when I said we should have complained more about the toaster, she said no, we should have said we really need a vacation or a new car or all this stuff. I don't think he would have gone for that. Well, the vacation he would go for because he wants us to come out to Alberta. And
well, no, he did. He did say while he was here, go to the lawyer and get your will done. And I said, yes, Lord.
I think that.
And he was back for about 4 or 5 days.
Did you go?
Did you make the appointment yet? No. But I did.
Yeah, we don't have a will. And he's we do have a handwritten thing, but not an official one, and he's supposed to be the executor, so he probably wants us to take care of that for him.
Captain in the squad. Hello there.
Melanie, oh yeah, I missed that, captain in the squad. Melanie is saying, yes, I have to push the toaster down and then cook my eggs. The toast takes longer than the eggs. That is our toaster. They don't make them the way they used to. Well, you talked about that in another video, the kind, that you...
I've had flames shooting out of the top of them babies.
The old-fashioned ones, yeah.
Don't go and watch cartoons and leave that on.
So the kid does magic. Yeah, that's another channel you have, Llama Express. You started another one. We will definitely check that out and subscribe. So somewhere, there it is. If you scroll up there, the Llama Express shared kid does magic. So he is looking for some subscribers, and he's our grandson. So you can go support him for us.
When our oldest son was here too, Reed was asking lots of questions about
our other grandson. Yeah, I think we talked about that last week. That he's already come up with a name, the pug in the Pyrenees, because that's what their dogs are.
And then I was at school, like probably 3 or 4 times a day. I was putting soap in the soap dispenser. Hi, Mr. Black. I watched your videos. I really like your hat. Because I have my Coffee Watts hat on.
You have your Coffee Watts? Oh yeah, because they changed the rule. You can wear them.
I was just leaving, so I was heading out the door, so I was wearing it. Otherwise, it's supposed to be.
Danica said they changed the rule. You can wear your hat in the hallway. You just can't wear them when you're in class.
No, the rule is you can wear it into the school, to your locker, and then it goes in your locker. Wow. And then if you're going from your locker outside, then you can put it back on and go outside.
Is that a new rule?
That's a new rule.
So
that's a compromise.
So the old rule was you couldn't even wear it into the school?
No, as soon as you walked in. Sort of like when you walk into the Legion, you always took your hat off because you're taking your hat off for the Queen.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, well, Danica would love to be able to wear a hat, and you, probably when you first started working there, it took a while for you to remember, take my hat off.
Take my hat off,
You get yourself in trouble. Except Fridays.
And I take my hat off usually anyways.
But Fridays you can wear a hat.
Friday is a hat day, so you can wear your hat in class.
Aren't you supposed to put some money in or something?
It's supposed to be a bucket.
Just as a fundraiser?
Yeah.
Destination Funds here. Hello.
Hey. We're having fun.
We're having fun? Oh, yes. And no coffee.
Yeah, we're drinking water. Just water down.
Yeah.
This decaf.
Decaf. Here, you forgot to do that.
Oh, dear.
Really weak coffee today.
Oh, talk about weak coffee. I made coffee when I first got to work this morning, and I usually dump the first pot out because it's just I run one pot of water through the machine and then I make coffee. I put the grinds all in, turned it on, and I was doing something else, and then I looked and the coffee pot was just about full. Oh no, I forgot to dump the water out. So then I had to grab another pot, put it under there, dump this on out, and it looked like decaf. It looked like dirty water. So I had a sip and it just, I'll make a new one. So I went and told the principal, I said,
Don't drink the coffee.
that coffee probably tastes awful. Yeah, he says it always tastes awful. But I said, I have a new one on the go.
You know, you're still crooked.
Am I still crooked?
You're still crooked. Yeah. Look at.
Well, fix
I'm
me.
here. No, if I touch that thing, I'll probably knock it over and we'll be gone.
Are we gone?
No,
So I need to
you
go
don't
this way?
trust me touching that thing.
Is that better?
I don't know. I won't know because we're delayed.
We're delayed.
We don't see it right away. I think you made it worse.
Technology.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if you're better now. Clear coffee, I know.
I don't know.
You just, it doesn't matter. You're there.
As long as I'm there, you can
We're-
hear
we're
me
just-
silly.
We're just off center, and
Right
there, look at
there,
that. I
buddy.
think you're finally straight. Maybe what? Oh, never mind. Oh, yes, we're centered now.
Stanford.
It's my,
OCD.
maybe.
Maybe. Everything in a row.
Hello, we're Bexy.
Bexy.
We were just in a live before ours started on location with Scott. He starts his at 7 and
He's a fellow Manitoban.
yeah, so
Winnipeg.
we have to support our Manitoba YouTubers.
Yeah. And
We recently met another Manitoba YouTuber. I've got the notes here. Caroline, Canadian gal, and it was actually a friend of mine came across her channel and told me about her. So she does a lot of shopping hauls, groceries, clothing, home decor, and antiques too. They recently bought a house and she's been collecting antiques to put in her house. So Caroline, Canadian gal. Check her out. So we are hoping to meet her for
June.
June 24th. The Manitoba YouTubers meet up in St. Bertel Park in Winnipeg, although there's really nobody here that is close enough to come. I don't think. But who knows, somebody might watch this later. And
Yes.
come. So, and you want
There
to
is
do
another well, there's a couple YouTubers in Brandon.
Yeah, they haven't been posting much though,
No.
so we'll have to check that out. Simple Things with Tammy. This is my first time making the live. Well, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. I guess.
And there's
I'm just gonna put
another gal that's in St.
I'll let you do
Boniface.
that
Do you
one.
remember?
Oh, that's
So
right.
we didn't write her down.
In your book.
I don't know if it's in my book or not.
You got a little notebook
Well,
there. You can figure
Sorry.
out if you wrote that down. I'm just getting some.
Good thing having a book. There's another thing writing it down.
Well, and
Nope,
remembering.
I didn't write it down.
Well, we will find that
Then
one
we'll find
next week. Destination Fun. There is their link. Ammonia did what is here? Hello.
Monia. Hiya.
There's a couple of other channels. We thought we would do a few shout outs when we're
Yes.
doing lives.
Well, last night I was cruising around and I seen all around Sarah. And she grew up in the Philippines, and she lives in Florida now.
She does a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Fishing, and I'm not sure what
Yeah.
else she does on her channel.
What a wonderful voice. Oh my.
Yeah.
I would have probably stayed up later and edited.
She was pretty tired, so she
Yep.
finally had to.
She had worked last night, and then she had slept for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
But she didn't work last night, so she figured she was asleep.
Yeah. So she was singing worship songs, and it was a very nice way to end the weekend, listening to her beautiful voice. And
So if you ever get a chance to listen to her when she's singing, you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, I probably should have.
And then one she sang, oh, we sang that in church this morning.
So her name is All Around Sarah. Sarah. I don't have the link here. Should have had those at the top.
Oh yeah.
Did I miss anyone else?
No. And
but yeah, if you want, I've shared a few links, but if you want to share your link, you have a wrench, go ahead, or if somebody else wants to share someone's link, that would be fine too. I don't even remember who I have shared, so. And there was one other, someone,
that's right, Betsy. Yeah.
What's that? It's great how YouTubers let us see what people from all, yeah, that's one of the things we hadn't really expected or even thought about with doing YouTube, was just all the people that we would meet in the supportive YouTube community.
You're Jonesy and Winnipeg. Tasmania.
Okay.
Tasmania. And
okay, Melanie, hang on, Melanie. I just need to add you as a moderator, turn you blue so that you can, there. Can you share that link again, Melanie? I didn't have you turn blue, so it didn't, the link's there, but it's not highlighted.
there you
Thank you. Thank you so much. And there was one other one. Northwest Walking is someone that we just recently started following.
Yeah, and he hasn't been doing it very long.
No, he started in February of this year, and he is in the Pacific Northwest, mostly in Washington State from what I've seen. And he does walking videos, as the title says, kind of like ours. And I think he's like 100 and, I can't remember, 100 and some subscribers. So that's another one. That's Northwest Walking. If something, that was fast, Melanie. You are so fast. I am really slow at getting links. And yes, Sarah has a beautiful voice. I could listen to that all day.
Hours and hours and hours.
Thank you, Melanie. I really appreciate the help. Hello. Let's see.
Good, everybody?
No, I'm just working on it.
Oh,
But,
there you go.
No.
What else were we gonna?
Not much. Oh, I was gonna. Oh, look at that! Knock, knock. Hi, Adrian. Alarm Express. I was just gonna say it might be time for some jokes, and he says knock, knock. Okay.
Who's there?
Yeah, someone said who's there. Isidore. Isidore. Isidore who? Did I say it wrong? Is it door made of wood? Ha 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 ha. I don't know.
Fiberglass things.
Fiberglass.
Yeah.
Maybe you could add those jokes to your what is it? Kid Does Magic? Oh, I think you already shared your own, but what was it? Kid Does. It's way at the top, and I'm trying to find it. Llama Express. Kid Does Magic. There
dad joke is right, yeah.
And how old are you, Llama? You're definitely not a dad. Got some more jokes for us? What's everyone else doing this week? I know it's Monday. How was your weekend? Anybody do anything interesting on their weekend?
Gonna show my sticker off again. I stopped into the people that made my logo. I don't know why I didn't think of them. I guess because I'm old. But they make stickers as well. So um, they're working out a price for just the round part without this.
Yeah,
This
one,
is
they made it
all
wrong.
one sticker, and then they're gonna put like the little YouTube emblem in there.
There's a lot of
So
when you hand it out to people, they actually know it's a YouTube channel. But yes, this one it peels off in a square, and it should be a circle. So we're
so
hoping.
my coffee cup that I have at work, I have it stuck on there.
But if you look really close on the cup, it says OJ on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that. But he hands them out around if he's in Brandon or wherever. And
I'd show you the picture of the new T-shirts, but it's on the camera.
I was just gonna. I have these envelopes here, Des. He has your stickers in an envelope now. Getting them to the post office might take a bit more effort. It's like a couple of blocks down the street, so
probably tomorrow. I'll get that done tomorrow. So the new T-shirts will be the same as this, but on the back it'll say it's always coffee time.
Did I miss my cue? Was I supposed to say that? I'm sorry. And I'm getting my own shirt.
She's going to get her own shirt. Yeah, so.
Because his are just a little too big for me.
Yeah, and I always used to have this one spot here.
Used to? You still do?
Still do.
So he's getting 2 new shirts, and I'm getting 2 new shirts. And then we'll see if other people want them.
Yeah, just drool. Yeah. I don't know why it always hits in the same spot.
I don't know.
Maybe they eat like this or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw Mike and Rihanna did you were live. Did I drop in? It's a blur. I know I saw you live. Oh, I did go and I watched the bug video. That's what it was with.
Yep.
That one.
Sorry, like her when she sees something.
I don't do that when I see snakes. I run and scream.
Well, if you're watching the drone video that we put out today, there's one spot where I'm standing by the ice with my granddaughter.
Taking pictures.
And the drone comes. It looks like I'm flying the drone, but I'm not. And it looked like it was just like right beside my ear, and I kind of done them. I'm alright.
The Llama Express is saying, does anyone have any idea for a logo for my magic channel? Because I don't. I don't know. You do card tricks and stuff, right? Are you doing other magic too?
A llama dressed up as a magician.
Well, yeah, that's his other channel though, so I don't know. I think you'd need to give us some more, I don't know, some more ideas of what you want your channel to be, and then we can maybe. So card tricks. Well, you'd have to have.
So my
cards.
logo, I just come up with the coffee cup, and then the one person that was taking forever and ever and ever to come up with it,
Well, you had
it looked more like the Kool-Aid guy.
But you had the whole thing, like the coffee mug.
I had the coffee mug
with the face,
with the face and everything, but it just.
It wasn't quite. The first place we went to wasn't quite what we wanted. So, yeah, there's. What is the place in Brandon? I was trying to think of the
Accent striping.
Accent striping in Brandon. Yeah.
So they do everything. Like they do sides of vans and like the big thing on a vehicle and like they do in some care homes they've done, instead of it looking like a door, it looks like you're walking outside.
They're the ones who do that?
Yeah.
because Kaylee Brown Photography, she's a local
Yeah.
photographer.
Local photographer.
Photographer here. A lot of her photography is in the care homes in Manitoba.
Yeah.
Just it makes it look so much nicer than having
She's
an
one of these
emergency
photographers. Well, we got her rubbers on, and she's wading through stuff to
or
get that
crawling along on the ground to get the
yeah,
perfect shot.
Yeah. And, things are pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah. Well, Llama Express said card tricks might do magic tricks. He said be right back. So,
Well, I got 12 thumbs up.
oh, I wasn't even looking. We have 8 people watching. 35 minutes ago. So we are at 835 subscribers, but it goes 35, 36, 35, 36. It's been doing that.
Well, we went up to 38.
I didn't see a 38.
Yeah,
I think you're just wishful
well,
thinking.
maybe wishful thinking. But it goes up, and go, and then, and then we're watching our hours. Oh, we gained a couple. And we're still, and then we're back. Lost 9.
Yeah, we lost 9 hours today. So hopefully, this live will help us gain back the lost ones. It's a little frustrating.
I might have to jump on with the rest of them and do more hours or something. I don't know.
So is there someone else in here that is needing hours?
I run watch hours at work, so. But one thing I can like them at work, but I can't comment. That's the worst part. Because it's a school, I'm restricted on commenting on stuff like YouTube.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to go in and comment once in a while when you have them running, but can't always do that.
I can kind of click off my...
Oh, he's back. His kid does magic. Hang on. There. You now have a wrench. Kid does magic, so you can put up your link again. Mike and Rihanna, we hit 1,300, and now it's down to 1,298 subscribers, and we've been going up and down. So how long?
What about your watch hours though?
Isn't that what?
Oh, 1,200 or hours.
So you're losing hours like we are then, because we're past that 12 months. So that's makes it a little harder.
That 4,000 hours, that's a lot of hours.
2,000 would be more reasonable. Then we'd be on.
Okay, 2,000 would be wonderful.
We'd be past it then.
Yeah, well, we'd be laughing now, but.
Yep, thanks. Thumbs up.
We have 975 hours, watch hours.
Okay, I see.
Lots of lives lately.
Yeah. We hadn't necessarily planned on doing lives, but then we realized the only way we're going to make up the lost hours is to do the lives. And Llama Express, 25
gain
subs.
A lot. If everybody stayed in here for an hour, like we're 14 people, 14 thumbs up, so if 14 people stayed in here, that'd be 14 hours.
My iPad does not show me how many thumbs up. Every device is different. I can see how many are watching, but it doesn't update the thumbs up.
Mine tells me how many. If we were using the camera on the laptop for this instead of my phone, then it would tells you on there.
Yeah, and then we'd be nice and blurry.
Yeah.
And all these wrinkles wouldn't show. Should I tell them about Amberly?
Oh yes, I told one of the girls that cleans for me. Her name's Deb too. So, and I told her what, and she laughed. She said, "That's hilarious."
So I was sitting with my granddaughter yesterday afternoon, and she wanted to go through all the old pictures and video that I have on my iPad. So she's sitting there cuddled up with me. Amberly is 7. And we come across a picture of my mom, I look very much like, but she passed away a few years ago, and I said something about all my mom's wrinkles, and I look like that soon too. And she just reached over and she touched me and she said, "Feels like slime." Her and Danica made slime, and it doesn't feel slimy, but it does have, it's soft and kind of squishy. And she, yeah, you want to feel
Oh,
it?
it's alright.
It feels like slime. And then she just laughed.
Oh,
She just thought it was hilarious.
yeah.
That's
And when
my
I
girl.
left, yeah, when I left the other day, I left and she.
Trying to come and say hi, Danica?
No, I just did my makeup on.
Bye.
I'll be back at 9:30.
Yeah, just be back before it gets dark out there. I guess you're not taking Raven? Raven
Gonna
should
whine.
be crying
What was I
soon.
gonna say?
I
Oh
don't know,
yes,
I'm
when
sorry
I
we interrupted you.
give Amberly a hug before we left in the morning because Deb was staying home and she said, "Oh, Grandpa, you squeezed me and I farted." It's just
She was doing that all
Yeah.
weekend when she was here, blaming it on her steroids.
Yeah, her steroids are making her gassy.
I think it was an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm not going with like
Hey, Belt Loop.
Hey there. Our daughter's going out for a walk, so I'm distracted.
I'm not
Yes?
going super far.
Good. Don't go too far because Raven is going to sit by that door and she is going to cry when you leave.
See ya.
Yeah.
And,
What was that show? Kids say the darndest
Darndest
things.
things,
Yes,
yeah.
they do. Very honest, though.
what was his name? Linklater?
Yes.
Art?
Art Link.
Art? Was it Art
Linklater.
Linklater?
Yeah, Linklater.
Does anybody remember that?
The TV show, Kids Say the Darndest
Let's see.
Things.
And they do.
Team Lynch.
Hi.
Hello. I'm just trying to catch up on here.
When I'm at school, some of the kids, they tell me the strangest thing. Oh, my dad's got a truck.
Oh, it was
It's a white
Alan
truck.
Funt that did that one. Well, what did
Hey, Tia.
what did Art Linklater? Is it Linklater? Linklater.
Yeah.
He had a show too. What did he do? So Alan Funt did that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm not very good at remembering to give people jackets, so. The wrench.
The wrench.
The wrench. Did I miss anyone else? Team Lynch. And Tia, hello. So, yeah. I don't know, what were we talking about? Just our granddaughter and the things that she says. His son did it later, I think.
Yeah.
Don't recall the name. Yeah. We could do a show with our granddaughter of all the things that she comes up with.
Yeah.
Hey, hi Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte.
Nice to have a local person in here.
Sometimes when she comes, I want to make a video with Grandpa and Grandma.
Yeah, she likes to do that. Well, she's in the drone video.
She's in the drone video
from a
yeah,
distance.
From a distance, yeah. So it's
Also in the drone video is your workplace.
Yeah.
The
Kinda
drone
flying
flies over the school and then along the river and the ice.
See that orange tarp that's not there now?
Team Lynch just finished working on a video.
Right on.
I don't know what we're doing for a video this week. Hoping that the weather gets better.
I'm waiting to hear back on one that will be what do you call it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, the one.
Give me a hint.
Down south.
Give me a clue what you're trying to say.
Well, we're trying to make a deal with this other guy for this. We're gonna do a swap.
Oh, the project.
The
I
project.
didn't think you were going to talk about that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we are looking at a project.
Oh, it is a project, all right.
We just don't know if we're doing it yet, so
Yeah.
I guess you could say a little bit.
Well,
Gary, I don't remember what I'm talking about when I'm saying it.
well,
I'm supposed to read his mind, though, and
she's usually pretty good. Yeah.
I'm usually pretty good, but I didn't catch on your caboose there that time.
Well, I have a 5 foot by 12 foot utility trailer that you can use it, drive up on with your ride-on mower and stuff like that.
We bought that when we were building our house. How many years ago?
Long
11 years ago?
More
We
than
built a house. Not this house, different house.
And it's been handy, but probably 2 years we drove to the dump once with it.
Just sits there in the yard,
And it
taking
cost me
space.
$14 insurance every month, so
You're gonna break the bank.
you can break the bank, yeah. So I'm always looking for wheeling and dealing. So
You're
this
back
guy
there.
had this motorhome, 1978 GMC motorhome, Leprechaun.
Coachman Leprechaun. There is already a YouTube
Yeah.
channel that fixed up one, so we've been able to look at what we would be getting
You would,
ourselves
yeah.
into.
And so I've gone from here to here to here to here to here to here, and
Yeah, I got up one day. I said I woke up this morning thinking we shouldn't do. Oh, I guess you should explain the only reason we would do this is because he's interested
in a trade.
in a trade.
So we're
it
just
wouldn't
gonna
cost
swap.
us any.
We're just gonna swap. So I end up with a motorhome. He ends up with a trailer.
Or we might end up with a motorhome. I've watched enough YouTube videos that some of them end up, they just take everything off and they're back down to the frame.
Take it down to the frame. It'd be a cool looking truck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
But-
yeah.
What was I?
The only thing I couldn't hear it run because he didn't have a battery in it. So
That's what we're waiting on.
we're waiting on. He's supposed to put a battery in it. Start her up. Make sure it runs.
Yes, Mike. That's the plan. Is
And then
we
renovate it, yeah.
we would be gutting it. It wouldn't just be renovating. It would be.
Pretty much cut. Yeah. There wouldn't be a
Because,
lot left.
We have gone out to see it, and there was it was on a nice melting snow
And
day.
she pushed up like this in the one spot and it peed all over the place. So yeah.
So who votes that we should buy a 1978 motorhome to
Hey Tiffany.
renovate? Oh, hi Tiffany.
And, yeah.
Or would that be just crazy amount of work? I have watched so many videos.
It's basically putting it's got nice shag carpet in it.
Like they all do.
There's things growing in there from 30 years ago. And so I don't know, it's one of those things, do I or don't I? And it's not as if I don't have a million other projects to do, but I'm thinking, yeah, I might get lots of viewers out of this. And
But do we really,
Really?
want
Yeah.
to do that? So that's what I started to say. I woke up one morning and I said, so I woke up this morning thinking we shouldn't do this. And what did you say? I woke up thinking the same
same
thing.
thing.
So then I talked to our daughter and she said, I think we should do it. Because she knows she'd be the one that would
Yeah.
benefit from
Well,
it.
yeah, and she wants to help out doing it.
So she says.
So, yes, this is so she says.
Now, she's
It's
always
sort of like,
thought that it
yes, I'll do the dishes, and then takes off, and then
would.
they magically get cleaned by themselves.
She's always thought it would be kind of neat to have a camper van or something, and a couple years she'll be 18.
Yeah, she figures, yeah, well, I'll just take the van and I'll go here and go there, whatever.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Yeah,
Glad you could stop in.
Thanks, Tiffany. The price of fuel.
Yeah. Yes. Shag carpet. They all seem to. All the videos I've watched, they pull up
Orange shag carpet.
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of like the carpet that my mom and dad had in their house. Kind of
Sort
a
of,
orange,
but it's,
brown,
yeah,
and different shades. And then linoleum under that. And then usually the wood under that's rotten.
Yeah, so if we do little by little, Oh, I don't know.
It might take a couple years to do it.
Yeah. Be a long drawn out. Well, we're following another couple. I don't remember what their names are, but they just started one, so they've just started gunning. And then we watched another one, but it was a trailer. And then he started ripping this off, and then he ripped the tin off, and then he took the tin off everything, and then the frame was just all falling apart. And he took it right down to the frame. He took the floor out and everything, and I thought, oh no.
He just
But when he was done, it looked pretty sharp.
Dancing Alone W Rentals. Hello.
Hello, hello.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. I forget. Something about the camper.
Work
Yeah.
in
Well,
progress?
the thing is waiting to see once he puts the battery back in. We need to not only see if he said it ran. The kilometers was good.
Yeah, like it's like 91,000 kilometers.
Kilometers, which would be what in miles?
Would be about 45,000
Which,
miles. So.
for 1978, they didn't drive it very
No.
far, so that's got that going for
And
it.
it was supposedly an old guy that had it at some campsite, and then I guess he wasn't going to do anything when he wasn't using it. So this guy probably bought it for a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once we need to see it running, but I don't just want to see it started. I'd like to see it
Run down,
move.
run down the
Move a
road.
little ways and make sure the tires and everything are good.
Make sure it works, and make sure I can hit the brakes and it's going to stop, and I don't pull up to the stop sign, end up having to run the stop sign or something.
Melanie, we are looking at buying a retro 1978 motorhome.
I'd show you, but they're on the camera.
No, we're gonna wait. They're all just
No,
getting
yeah.
a preview here because we do have video. We
Yes,
took a
we
video.
do. I took a video of the inside and then
So,
a video of the outside.
If we decide to get it, we have that video. But we also have a son who can do the mechanical work. But we really, if
Yeah,
we're gonna have
yes.
to gut this thing, we want to at least know that it's somewhat.
Somewhat.
Drivable?
Like if it needs brakes, that's fine. Or minor stuff, that's fine. It's
Yeah, we'll probably.
it's the motor transmission.
Mel's just saying if the tires are over 7 years old, they will need to be replaced. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as
And
they're
that's
good enough to
probably
get it
about,
home. How far is it to
It's
drive
probably
it?
about $1,400 for all new tires for
Yeah.
it or thereabouts for
What is it, about a
30 minutes.
30-minute drive
Yeah.
to get it home? So as long as we can get it home. Bye, Joel.
Bye bye,
Thanks
Joel.
for coming.
Yeah, the worst part will be going through Nite and those big hills.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Make sure
That's
the
what I
brakes
was
are all
wondering
working.
about. Don't want to go on number 10. There's a really big hill
Yeah.
there. Yeah, we have some hills we'd have to drive, so.
We'd figure some ways around that.
Yeah.
Coming over some.
Who knows how long it might take to work on it.
So we're just thinking about putting it in the side yard and then kind of work on it. And
Tim
But-
Lynch is saying frames and water damage behind the walls. We
Yeah.
already know
Yeah.
that we need to rip out the ceiling, pretty much rip most of it out.
most of the ceilings pretty much got
any-
to be ripped out, put
Any
back
of
in.
the YouTubers we've watched that have done this, and someone did one almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Door was in a different place in theirs, but other than that, it's the
Yeah.
same vehicle. It was just pretty much rip everything out and rebuild.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Bigger and better. Yeah.
we shall see. So watch for video on that.
We
Hopefully in a month.
renovated a house one time.
One time.
Well, a lot of times, but this one I'm thinking in particular is you can straighten everything and make everything look straight till you're going to get to one spot,
And we did.
and we got to that one spot, and it was in a closet.
Well, it was by a closet. There was a closet and there was a window.
Yeah.
So I just hung curtains. And
Yeah.
it camouflaged It wasn't that it's hard to describe. The floor was
level.
and the roof we had fixed, so it was level, but on the inside it was still crooked.
Yeah.
So, but we
There was-
pretty much rebuilt that entire house. We put, yeah.
That was the one time I was in there and I walked up the stairs. I knew I had to replace the stairs. So I walked up the stairs. I kind of looked, because we already gutted a bunch of stuff upstairs, and I looked across the floor, and it done this. It probably dropped an inch and a half in the middle.
Which floor are
And
you talking about?
Up in the second floor.
Yeah, on the living room side, because
Yeah. And then you could stand, if you stood up there, you could jump, and the ceiling would move like this.
But the thing is, the living room ceiling in that house was really, really high, and the kitchen ceiling was really low.
Yeah.
And there was a step down, so we just made a whole new second floor,
Yeah,
so it was all level.
Took the whole floor up, put all new
floor.
floor beams
If
in.
only we were
Second
doing
floor.
YouTube back then.
Yeah. I just sat there and I phoned and I said, what are the places are 2x12s, and yeah, okay, and then okay, and I figured out how many sheets of plywood. Yeah, okay, let's just rip it out and put new floor joists in, and yeah, and that's what we did.
Mike was just saying, would love to do RVing one day. Say, now here's the thing, we really
I don't care if I
we
go
don't
RVing.
have an interest in RVing. We just like projects.
I like projects.
We like construction projects, and that's why I'm saying our daughter would be
Sort
the
of
one.
like the Holiday Inn, or the
Holiday
the
Inn?
Ramada.
Well, what?
Yeah, that's camping.
Oh yeah, a hotel is my idea of camping, but
Yeah,
but our daughter would be the one to benefit. She would love to
She
have
would
it
end up
someday. Yeah, she would probably end up with it.
it's sort of like those little bowler campers. Those little bowler campers, they look like a little ball. But if you have to go buy one of those, they're horribly expensive.
Oh, RVs are an awful,
Like even
awful
a
price.
junky one, they're like $3,000, and then they fix them up and they're 10 grand. So they haven't lost any value; they've gained
I
value.
suppose we could rent them here too, but
Yeah,
I'd rather rent a hotel.
There's somebody that's got is it a motor? Not a motor. Like you can rent motorhomes, but there was a camper or something that was $100 a night.
Mhm.
So yeah.
There's probably
And
a
there was
few
one place
places
in
we
the
would
States
go.
that has those bowlers, and they have a bunch of them, and you can go and rent. Like you can't pull them anywhere. You just stay there, and you rent them right there.
But we have some campgrounds not too far from here.
Yeah.
We could go to Spruce Woods Park, and we could maybe, I was gonna say do the hiking trails, but
There's
yeah.
a company in Canada that does the same.
Yeah.
RZ.com, RZ Share.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they would, but
Yeah.
we've just never really looked into it. We're not really travelers, so. But it would be nice to be able to go to different campgrounds around here and do that.
Sort of like my mom used to say, Brian, get outside and
Get the
get the
stink
stink
blown
blown
off.
off you.
Team Lynch was just saying that's good. You know what you're facing. Yeah, we have watched hours and hours of
yes.
people gutting these things and putting them back together. So, but we've built a few houses, so I don't think there should be.
No.
Except that we're old now.
Are we?
Yeah, like we haven't built a house for 11 years. I mean, granted, that was a big house, but.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,760 square feet and 1,000 square foot.
Yes, Melanie, you
Grand.
need to put some of your artwork videos on your channel. I went there and I was going to put your channel up, but then, you don't have content there yet. See ya, Team Lynch. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks. Come back next Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, I get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Well, I'm at work at 6 a.m.
You weren't this morning.
No, shut my alarm off, and then uh-oh, it's quarter after.
It's a good thing one
Okay.
of the dogs woke me
Yeah.
up. I said, aren't you supposed to be at
Oh.
work?
I just knows what you.
Oh, we
Oh.
want to make everyone hungry. I don't know if
Oh.
anybody has watched. I'm not sure where I have to hold this so that it's a good view, but this, we saved a piece of
Oh.
pizza for everybody.
OJ's
How's
pizza.
that? Oh,
Oh
maybe I
my.
should get it really close here. You have to
Oh
go and
my.
watch the OJ's pizza videos.
Every they just taste.
Can you smell
Yeah.
it? And this,
Oh.
this is for. Oh, is Tiffany here? There's pineapple on it.
Yes.
Lots and lots
Lots
of
of
pineapple
pineapple.
on there.
I like lots.
We
And actually, in Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, the difference is they use a little bit of pineapple.
one of
Juice.
these days you're gonna make your barbecue
gonna-
sauce.
That's coming up.
Your own barbecue sauce.
Not that far away. I'm gonna make some barbecue
Yeah,
sauce.
well, pepperoni and pineapple, but there's also mushrooms and salami and bacon and onions.
Let's just say the salami's
And then a
on my
the
side.
best
She doesn't
thing
like
is, I don't really like salami. On the bacon, it was bacon crumbles. It wasn't pieces of bacon, and it wasn't that as
Yeah.
good as usual.
We used
But
to when
fresh
we
tomato.
had the pizza place. We used cottage rolled bacon. So it's
a thicker
It's
bacon,
a
eh?
thicker bacon, but yeah, it's good stuff.
But the best part is when it's nice and hot, you put a fresh slice of tomato
That one,
on
yeah.
top. No, you don't cook the tomato, you put a fresh slice on top.
Yeah.
One of the many things we learned when we had a pizza
Yeah.
place.
And
Many
the,
moons ago.
The more garden variety tomato, the better. Like if it comes right out of your garden, it's red.
Oh, yes. Yes, bacon
It's
makes
just-
everything better, but this was not the best bacon for pizza. I wouldn't use the bacon. We have a place that we go and buy bacon.
East
and-
40 Packers.
Yeah, that's what it's called, and that's where we got the bacon, and it's good. We put it in chili and things like that
Well,
too.
it tops the chili up too.
But on pizza, I like regular bacon.
We make our own sauce. So
Mike's asking, do you do any smoking?
I do.
We have two smokers.
I have two smokers. I have a charcoal smoker and I have an electric smoker.
And then our son has the other smoker. And it's
Yes, and then he has another little chef
Yeah,
smoker.
One of these days we will do a tour of our gazebo and
Yeah.
show off the smokers. There's a
I
couple
almost
of
bought a
videos.
brisket the other day to smoke, but it's just I gotta make sure I have enough people here if I'm gonna. It would
Really?
have been good when everybody was here if I would have
Yeah.
had it going.
So Mike, if you check back in older cooking videos, you will find two videos.
One or two, yeah.
One's just a little short one. You did, but there is one video where you did a chicken and you did pork, I think,
Yeah.
on that video. Smoked ribs and smoked cheese is
Yeah.
awesome.
I've never had smoked cheese. I've seen it, and it
We
looks like
love ribs. We haven't done them that way, but yeah, we do.
Yeah, we did. We did once.
Did we smoke ribs? I
Once.
don't remember. I just asked a friend to smoke a brisket. Oh, for the Mid-South meetup, yeah. Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't used it. We haven't used them all winter. There's little.
Well, I have
Two-part.
a smoker in the gazebo there, and we have it all wrapped in plastic, so
Yeah, just to keep the snow out.
it would be covered in
Soon.
smoke in there.
Soon the plastic will come off, and we can
I'm
get our
hoping,
gazebo opened up.
The end of this week, beginning of next week, take the plastic off it.
Yeah.
We're hoping to do some lives out there all summer
If it ever gets
Yeah.
nice. Yes,
with the birds chirping.
we spent
and all.
last summer building that gazebo
Yeah.
so we'd have a
Yeah.
safe place from the mosquitoes so we could sit outside and enjoy
exactly.
our yard. There's one we just bought that we're going to start using this year that's wood burning now.
I've looked at those, and thought, yeah, that'd be
The
good.
wood
but I-
chips, you mean, or
the
what?
wood, yeah.
Because we have one that does the.
You, the one electric one, just in the, it has a little side door. You put the wood pellets in there and just,
Or little shavings or whatever.
or shavings or whatever
The
you have.
person we actually got the smoker from someone. I was talking to her today, and she said that she still has some of the wood.
Yeah, I find the
there when you
pellets,
pick
when
up.
you use the pellets, if you get too gung ho with them, it gives too much kind of a false smoke,
Oh,
kind of, if you know what I mean. I don't know.
not really.
It's you
Just
smell
have
you
to- just
taste
a
more
little- you just
more
want a little
smoke
bit?
than you just want that little bit of a layer on the outside that's
Mhm.
smoked.
Well, you will
And I
be,
seen a pizza place on YouTube,
of course. Where else will we?
$40, yeah, $40 pizza oven.
A pizza oven.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you take the bricks and you put a couple of rows of bricks, and then you put a patio block upside down,
Did
and
I
then
see Scott?
and then you
Hey, Scott.
put a couple more
Thanks for
layers,
coming.
and then another,
I would
and then
love.
you have the fire underneath, and it goes up and through, and
So that'd be another project
That
we
would
could
be.
do. We can make a pizza oven. I'd love to have a pizza
I'd
oven
love to
out
have
there.
an outdoors. If I had an outdoor pizza oven, man, I might even go back into business.
No.
Break out of retirement.
Just feed us. That's all you have to do.
Feed the neighborhood. The neighborhood pizza party.
Well, actually, we have a neighbor here. The
We
house
have a neighborhood?
that their house used to be a restaurant, and they
Yes.
did tell us that they still have a pizza oven. And back when we were doing fundraisers
Yeah.
for our granddaughter, they said if we wanted to do a pizza fundraiser, we could use their pizza oven. The problem is, we just weren't sure how well.
That would go.
There's so many people. We did a fundraiser just with, what was it, hot dogs and burgers,
Yeah.
and it is so fast trying to get all those burgers.
Burgers, yeah.
So I can't imagine how it would work doing pizza. That would be a really big job. See you, Gary. Thanks for coming.
So, yeah.
So, yes,
We'll probably catch up later, Gary.
we need to go and have a visit one of these days.
Yes, I did talk to her on the street the other day. He said, you guys are going to have to come over. I said, yeah, we will.
But yeah, building a outdoor pizza oven would be an interesting project.
I've seen someone they took was it like a half moon ball, and then
Oh, and
Just-
put cement, like
and then-
concrete
and
or
then
something over
kind
it?
of brick over top of it,
Or
and cement it,
Yeah.
and then cut it all out,
Hi, Sandra.
and then have it like that. I don't know.
I don't know, but it would
You know,
be
lots of things brewing up in this thing. And it's just
all kinds of projects. Just wait till you retire.
yeah.
Oh, then you'll have all the time in the world, and you're not going to be out on the golf course like
Not on
Scott.
the golf course
So
chasing a
you'll
white
just
ball,
have
Scott.
lots of time. Hey, did you bug Scott about his joke? Your joke? He took your
He
joke.
took my jokes, Scott. Forgot to bug Scott about that.
Where did you get that joke, though?
I got it from one of the kids at school.
Do you remember what it was?
Why did the invisible man not take
The invisible man, not
the job position?
because
He couldn't see himself doing it.
yeah. That's one.
Yeah.
You just told it, Scott. We heard you tell that joke, and we said, "Oh, he
Stole
stole the joke." I don't remember when. Was it on another live you told that joke?
I did.
Must have been
Yeah.
last week, maybe. Yes, that one.
It was great. Got a lot of mileage out of that one.
Yeah. You should get some more jokes from the kids.
I did.
at school.
I
you
did
thought
ask
you-
him. I did ask him. You got any jokes today? No. Kept on walking.
No.
Carter, I tell you.
Well,
Some days he surprised me. That kid.
well, we did have
He's
Joel.
grade 10. He's at least 2 inches taller than I am. So
You get to look up at these kids.
yeah, he'll come along. Can I have a hug? I need a hug. Sure, here's a hug.
Danica said today at school, did you hear her saying this? She'd see you in the hallway. I know that guy.
It's Mr. YouTube.
Yeah, he's got lots of nice fans at school.
Yeah.
Do you work at high school or elementary? Well,
It's
it's
daycare right through to grade 12.
yeah, we are in a very small town, so it's everything all in one building, and they put a big addition on, or they have been for the past
Yeah.
year. Building
$7.8 million expansion. I figured it will probably go to
But it's
9.
not just the rooms. They had 4 more rooms, but they also did the,
Two more.
There was no air conditioning,
No air
in the
conditioning
school,
in there yet. So they added 2 more rooms, and they moved the couple of trailers that they have. And yeah, the air quality was a big part. And some new flooring and new lockers. The new lockers showed up yesterday, or one day last week, I guess. So yeah.
And you were saying earlier in the live, they took the big orange tarp off.
Yeah, they had the orange hoarding down, so the bricklayers don't have to work underneath that hoarding, and with the
Teachers were
Herman.
very happy to have their windows uncovered.
I tell you,
not have that orange glow.
One teacher that posted on Facebook a picture of blue sky out her window. She had smile from ear to ear. It was amazing. I just laughed at it.
But it's a very, very nice school. And
yeah, because they'd open their window to get some fresh air, and then the Herman Nelson's running away, so they'd have to shut their window again because it just heats their room up even more. So
it will be nice when it's all done, except once
it's all new heating system and everything in that part too. So it's.
But once it's done, then you have lots of work to do.
Yes, the floors have not been waxed. It'll be 2 years this summer. So last summer I couldn't do them because they're working in those rooms. So
the summer before, though, you spent your entire summer stripping
those floors because they haven't been done for 12, 15 years. So.
And now you're going to have to do that again probably this summer? Maybe not. Maybe not.
No, I did that floor yesterday. Yesterday. I went over for an hour and a half and did that one room.
Yes,
just because it was bothering me.
Because on Sunday evening.
It just bothered me because it had. Because there's no finish left, and then the dirt just sticks onto that floor.
So it didn't matter that you slept in. You were late for work. You already put an hour and a half in on the weekend.
They still owe me, but yeah, I'm always behind. One day late and $1 short.
Well, it says that we started an hour ago. I don't know exactly how long. So this is 73 minutes on yours. So I guess, I guess we should.
And yeah. So do you think I should do the renovation on this trailer? Or?
I think Scott missed that. Our project of maybe buying a 1978
vintage 1970 retro
Coachman Leprechaun.
I'll have to maybe grow my hair long, Scott, for that one. And just kind of long goatee. Let my hair go. I had one kid going like this today, and he was whipping his hair. It was slapping his face. I said, I remember when I was your age, and I was like that.
You used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Melanie says, yes, Scott likes the idea. It will be a major undertaking if we do.
I'm not going to put any big peace signs or anything on it.
No, just coffee walks and whatever.
Maybe a giant coffee walk sticker on the back, like. I'm thinking
do you want to show it again? Some people might not have seen that.
Like that, but just imagine that on the back of the motorhome, like 4 feet by 4 feet. No. I tell you, you'd see that thing.
Yep, Mike says it's a good idea
when I was at church.
Yeah, lots of videos.
Yeah, when I was at church on Sunday, Deb stayed at home, And so where I usually park, it's on a fairly busy street, so I park so that people driving by can see my sticker there. And I said I can't park here, so if nobody parks in that one spot there, when everybody's walking into the church, they look over and they can see that coffee walks and whatever.
Advertising at
Yeah.
church, I tell you.
And I kind of laughed because we were talking about that. Well, we're having
A lunch at the
a
church.
lunch after service, just hamburgers and hot dogs and cookies, stuff like that. And so I was sitting there, and there's one couple coming and says, "Oh, so you're the coffee walks guy?" And I said, "Yeah." So
Yeah, we've only been there for about a year, so
Yeah.
we still don't know lots of people.
yeah, it's a good sized church, so we're still trying to figure out who's who. But
Yeah. Scott says we grew up in a great era. Yeah, well, 1978, that's the year our oldest daughter was born, so
Yeah.
this thing would be her age.
yeah, and we drove a lot of really nice cars, a lot of nice cars.
And the best one?
70 Chevelle.
That's right.
Oh,
If only.
3-speed slapstick
If
in
only
it.
you
Oh,
had kept it.
yeah. I kick every time I see one go by. Look, 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 look.
That's what he was driving when we met.
Rum, 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 rum. Yeah, oh yeah. That's what video I should do.
Keep your daydream. Did a renovation on a 1984 Bluebird bus. Oh, is that what you just shared?
Oh,
there?
71 Le Mans, yeah. A friend of mine had a 70,
We'll have to check that out, Melanie.
72, I think it was.
We have watched so many.
I think I need to message Raquel.
Yeah,
Rael.
I know who you're talking about.
And,
Rael, about what?
Well, she has a 70 Charger with this thing fly. And
What,
I think
you
it would.
want to get a video of it?
I want to be just sitting in the passenger seat and just get her to give her just. Oh, just the sheer power. Oh, I get excited when I think of old cars and fast. And
You should tell them, or did we already tell them in another live why you got rid of that 70 Chevelle?
No. Well, it was Saturday, and I figured I'd clean the car out,
Clean the trunk.
clean the trunk all out, and I put everything back in and had her all, and then I went to start. Wouldn't
Thanks,
start.
President. So what
So-
did you do?
So then I poured gas in the carburetor and got her to start it.
Yeah. Well,
And then it didn't go.
But he didn't
So
explain
it just
to
about
me.
went. So I do it again. So I
Do it again,
put
do it
a little bit in. Pour it in, and it just about goes. So I give her another little shot and then it backfired.
He was wearing a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
You know that nice. This is
Nice
back in the 70s,
70s.
or early 80s. Nice nylon-y kind of
Yeah,
material.
and here's my arm on fire. So the next thing I know, I'm going to the emergency in carburetor.
Yeah, it didn't blow me up, but
No.
I have to tell everybody though, his sleeve is on fire, and he's going like this, waving his arm. I said,
Fan the flame, fan the flame.
Ground. I mean, we lived in sand, so once I got him to put his arm down the ground, I just put sand on it, went out. But yeah, and we had to find you a ride because obviously our car wasn't starting.
Going
My dad was out fighting a forest fire because that's part of his job. So my brother, I think, was working nights, so I had to go wake him up and get him to drive.
Yeah,
the memories.
Oh yeah. And then all it was is in that 70 Chevelle, it was
growing up in Vancouver
the
Island.
hose come out, and then there was a filter, and then went back in, and I pinched the hose off.
Yes, that's what it was.
But all because of stupid me. And then as soon as I moved that tire and then turned the key.
After we'd already decided we were going to go and buy a stupid Toyota.
1980 Toyota Corolla.
Yes.
Stupid.
All because you just pinched the gas line, putting the tire back in.
I always thought we should tell Jerry to take his truck back and go and find a 72 GMC truck. We can both work on it.
You're really looking for projects
Oh
now.
yeah, always.
I don't know. I think Lauren would be upset about that because you were always supposed to get an
Yeah.
old truck and work on it with him, and you never did.
Never did, no.
So if you went and did it now, he would. Yeah, he would make that.
Probably wouldn't pay for our wheels.
Well, you know, paying for the wheels is sort of to his
benefit
because, you know.
In case you missed that in the very start there, my oldest son told us we should get our wheels done. He says,
Which we've been
he said,
saying
make
for a
the
long
appointment,
time.
I'll pay for it, he says. I said, oh, no, I'm serious. So, and then he went back home. And then he sent me a message about 5 days later. Did you make the appointment yet? No, I haven't. I will, I promise.
So you made the appointment
So
today,
I made
right?
the appointment today.
This is the same son that bought us a coffee pot. So
Yeah.
He's wanting to take care of us, I guess.
He works up in Fort
Maybe
Mac.
he has plans, though. Didn't we talk like one other live where I said you have to go?
No, we were, yeah.
Yeah, I was alive.
Was it alive?
Yeah, I said
You
we
said-
have a deal. You have to go first.
If you're dying, then
If you're dying, you have to just take care of me
Okay.
first because I get to go
Yeah.
first. And then you see that and find out it's
oh
just
fine,
heartburn.
okay. Oh, just skillet. Oh, yeah, I just got heartburn. Oh, sorry.
Now I can't read
What a
because my
morbid sense of humor
tears
we
in
have.
my eyes. Yeah.
Growing on Vancouver Island. Good evening.
So yes, maybe he's gonna just take care of us both, and then. But you know, by the time he's split his inheritance, it's split 7 ways.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd be.
So I don't know if you guys were this way with your kids or whatever, but we've helped our kids with down payments.
You
And
should
with a bunch of kids, that's a lot of money.
But you should go back to your mom's.
My mom helped us. So
What did she say though? I'd rather give you money now
No.
than wait till I'm gone and then
yeah.
get it. So. we're
and she
paying-
helped my other
yeah.
brothers too. So by helping them, but they're at the point where they don't need help. So, but to make everything fair,
because some of them haven't had it.
some's got more, some's got less, some's got
Some
none.
got none, like the son who was
Yeah.
just here.
So it's all going to be in the will because this one's got this much, this one's got this much,
I wouldn't want to have
and
to do
so
the
when
math.
we're all said and done, and whatever's left, deduct that off of theirs.
That'll be up to somebody else to
Yeah.
do the math and figuring out who already got what and who didn't get any, or we could just leave it all to Danica.
Because she figures she's the favored one anyway. So
Yeah. Bye, Melanie. Thanks for coming.
bye bye. Have a great
See you
night.
next week, hopefully. Well, we are definitely over our hour, so
Here we thought we'd have a hard time coming up with something.
well,
Notes help.
notes help, but we were kind of ran out of stuff. Yeah, so, Scott, I'm spending my kids' inheritance. Well, there really isn't a whole lot other than, you know, possessions that they can
Possessions.
split up.
They can all fight over my tools and stuff.
There's-
Most of them have kind of disappeared over the years anyways, so it's, you know, oh yeah, well this wrench, these wrenches, where'd those wrenches go? Well, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Well, who knows? We might spend their inheritance if we get this project.
Get this project motorhome and yeah, we might just blow it all. That'll fix them.
I don't know if I would trust a 1978 motorhome to travel very far, though. Even if it does only have 45,000
Well, yeah.
miles.
Was it the 78 or 76 that they put a brand new motor in it?
Yeah, I think there's
And then
a
the motor-
76.
Motor lifter went on it, so
Yeah.
But they're big YouTubers,
Well,
so yeah.
we shall see. We are waiting for the guy to send us a video to show us that yes, it is still running. We did go and look at it, but it was buried in snow kind of and didn't have a battery in it. So once we find out, then we will see.
It must be time because I just
You
finished my
finished
water.
your water out. Look, I made my clear coffee last
Clear
all
coffee.
this time.
Sorry, no
My decaf.
no Coca-Cola glass, Scott. So
I like that idea of watching your children enjoy their inheritance while you're still around.
Yeah.
Well, they usually need it when they're younger and getting started.
Well, yeah,
so that's what we've
for some of
done.
these to come up even
Oh, now it's even
5%.
harder.
5%, but the price of housing is enormous.
Well, to get you don't get anything. Well, 100,000 you get
You get nothing.
basically nothing. We came out here to a smaller town because you get more for your money.
Yeah, just
But-
the extra few minutes where Wallace is.
We're 35 minutes
just
to the city.
drops the price down a little bit because we thought about Carberry,
Which is where we're from.
but
Prices, it's 30 minutes, but it's closer to it's on the Trans Canada
yeah,
than our
and
northern
it is
highways, so
yeah.
prices are higher, taxes are higher.
Yeah.
Mm.
We do have a pretty good tax base here, so it's
Well, yeah, Scott, it's getting that way with ours too. Our one son works at Fort Mac. Our other son he's been working at gold mines, and now he's going to be at a silver and zinc mine come May 3rd.
next Wednesday,
Yeah, and another
week from Wednesday.
another son is just starting a job tomorrow as maintenance manager. And one's doing construction, so yeah, it's getting to that point. But years ago, they needed someone
Kick
that needed
Danica in the
some
butt,
help.
and when she's 18, get out.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, she might be not needing a kick to get out.
No, she
No, if you get that RV going, then she'll just say, "Give me the keys."
Just give me the keys and gone. Yeah.
You get
Maybe.
more for your money here in Medicine Hat for housing. Yeah. Well, our one son, because he's in a mine, he's 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. He can live anywhere, and he is considering going out to Alberta to live, which I told him it's way more expensive out there to live.
Compared to what he was saying with my grandson, and $500 a month or whatever, 600 or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
but he's just sharing a place, so we'll see. But
Yeah. I have a friend that lives in Medicine Hat,
who's that? Who lives in-
Michelle.
Hmm?
Used to be Titus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've been through Medicine Hat. We stayed at a hotel there. I think we were telling Mike and Rihanna that we're on our way home to Alberta.
We're taking our time.
To Red Deer. Yeah, we
we're
took our
taking our
time
time.
driving. Well, we had a load of kids with us, so yeah, we stopped partway.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, Scott, that we would not have that RV up and running for June singing grade.
I know I'm good, Scott, but I ain't that good.
Well, he was joking about that. Our church is having a family camp towards the end of June. He said, "Do you think we can have it ready for June?"
I could have it all gutted by then, maybe.
Just have it wide open and
Wide
throw
open.
a mattress
Just throw it
in there.
Through it. You wouldn't want to be an air mattress because it would be
Probably
holes.
poke up through
Yeah.
full of holes. So, anyways, we are way past our time. It's dark. It's almost 9:30. Danica should be coming back from her walk. So, I think we've run out of stuff to talk about. Told all our secrets before we even
Do them, yeah.
yeah. Well, that's the plan. If we get the RV, is to do a video series.
Yeah, it'll be just like
2 years later.
2 years later, yeah.
It'll be done.
Well, I've watched some of these other ones where they've been
building their house for that
Well,
long?
Life Uncontained, it took almost 3 years to build.
And how long does it take for you to build
Yeah,
a house?
5 months.
Twice now, he's built a
Yeah.
house in 5 months. But I keep saying,
Myself.
yeah,
Well,
just
ours, just us.
My dad helped with the one, and
Yeah.
the boys. When we did the one 11 years
Yeah.
ago, the boys were old enough to help a little bit. We got a little
Yeah.
help here and there, putting the rafters up.
Yeah, and they I showed them how to do all the wiring and stuff.
They learned lots. Our kids
So
did.
yeah, they know how to do all that
The
stuff.
thing is, though,
I
these
got a
other
picture of Jeremy sitting. He's squatted right down there wiring plugins.
Yeah.
Like you
but
show him once, and then away he goes. Just does it.
when you live in Manitoba, you really don't have a whole lot of choice. We did, see, this is why we're really not that much into camping. We lived in a camper, a 35-foot camper for 4.5 months while we built that house. And then
Well,
the
yeah,
boys
and
lived
I
in a
was-
little
yeah.
camper beside us.
Yeah, and when I'd go to sleep, I had to go to sleep because I'm bald.
We
And
know,
I'd have
we
to,
know.
put a toucan to sleep at night
Because
the
it was
walls are that thin and the windows.
And it was October by the time we could, we finally just moved into the basement because 5 months was about we started, broke ground in May, moved into the basement in October, and pretty much had everything done in January.
Yeah.
So, but you don't have much choice in Manitoba. You don't.
Yeah. You work well, like I was working 16, 17, 18 hours a day, and
That was only.
I hired somebody to build it,
Yes.
and they put one wall up.
No, they put more walls than that up.
But they put like.
Can I tell you?
Okay.
You were at work and the guy came over to the camper to ask me about something on the blueprint.
Yeah.
And he was looking at a window and he couldn't figure out the measurements. And that's when I started to worry.
Yeah.
And then you came home.
And then I got looking at this wall that he built, and like it bowed 1.5 inches in on the wall that I was supposed to put cabinets on. Like wasn't anywhere near straight.
And
then I had to use the cat screw, and I had to pull all these nails out and then bang it back.
So many nails in that wall.
Oh my!
And then they didn't frame the windows right that they did do, so we had to rip all of that out and redo it. But the reason you were able to work those hours is we were at the time adopting Danica, and it just so happened that we signed the adoption papers in August, but you must have been off. We signed the final papers in August, so you were able to somehow. That was the finalization. You must have been able to take the time off. Anyway, he took
6 months off.
Yeah, parental leave. That's parental leave had
In
started
Manitoba,
to come in.
Take that parental leave off, and so that worked out great.
But the social worker said, "Well, it's not usually parental leave when you adopt a child. Isn't usually used to build a house, but yeah, it works."
If it works, yeah. And I got a picture of Danica looking out the window when the guys are there putting the well in.
Oh, that's in your very first video.
It's in the very first video. And she giggles away there, and I still snicker her when she gets. Yeah.
If you go back to OJ's very, very first video, there's some clips of building that house because we were going to do YouTube way back then.
Yeah, it's sort of half talking about starting YouTube, half about the house build, and just a video of I put together of the house. So.
But our son at the time was doing YouTube. One of our sons, keep saying our son, but there's 4 of them. Yeah. He was doing YouTube at the time. He was a teenager, and we had got him this big fancy camera. So he was going to document the process, and there's clips in there.
He didn't really want to videotape me. He just wanted to do his own thing.
I think he wanted to irritate you.
And then he'd get that camera, and I said, "Get that camera out of my face.
Get that thing away from me."
So yeah.
So YouTube the first time around did not work out very well. The reality of trying to build a house before winter made doing YouTube video not work. Hi,
No,
Danica.
seriously.
Hi.
You want to come and say goodbye to everybody because we went way over our time?
No.
No, no.
No. Just didn't want to talk to you guys.
Hey, they're fine and all, but I am a sweaty mess.
A sweaty mess.
Yeah, Rushing Wind Mountain said, guess they were trying to learn their skills in your house. Well,
Yeah.
they supposedly, like, they had the big vehicle with their construction logo and everything on there, and they were, yeah. It was what was the man and his sons, and I was in the camper, and the language I'd hear from him yelling at his sons, and
Well, they left on a Friday, and we were pouring the cement for the garage on that Friday, so I really didn't talk to him much. And then we finished pouring that, and then I looked at what they did, and it took me 2 days. And I phoned them and I said,
get to cool down.
I had a cool off. I was livid. I was livid.
Well, first of all, they left early on the Friday.
Yeah.
They worked a half
Half
day.
day.
Thankfully,
And,
there was some more they could have done.
I was so mad. And anyways, make a long story short, I fired them.
And we did it ourselves.
Did it myself.
We had some friends come
If
and
you want
help
it done
a few
right,
things.
do it yourself.
Yeah. That was a big job, and it would have made an
Hey, Kevin.
amazing YouTube channel. Oh, hi, Tuber Chat. So, yes, that was our first attempt, and if we could have... Somewhere we do have more footage of the build.
Yeah.
One of these days, probably on our son's
I
laptop.
think it's either on his
Or on
lap
a
or on the other
external
computer
hard drive, I
that's-
think.
there's another drive that's
Yeah.
computer died.
So if we ever find it,
Yep.
maybe we'll make a video of the house build channel that never happened.
The house build channel?
The house build channel that never happened.
Yeah, the house build that's never happened. But, yeah.
Well, have we run out of things to talk about yet?
You're not gonna look and say hi, Danica?
No.
Oh, there she is.
I
Yeah.
put my hood up to hide my face.
Oh, they can see you.
They
You're
can
on
see you.
there.
You're on there.
In her hoodie. Everybody say hi, Danica.
Yeah. She's making coffee. Looks like you're grabbing that coffee and taking a mouthful.
She's making coffee tonight so she can have her iced coffee
In
for
the
school tomorrow.
I tell you.
I think you should
I'll
at
go
least
after your own heart.
you should at
Yeah.
least wave at everybody.
No, she's just gonna ignore you guys.
Scott saying hi, hoodie head.
What do you have?
Hello.
Designer dreams. Hello.
Designer dreams. Howdy, howdy.
I'm the last of my caramel creamer.
Oh, I thought you were buying more creamer.
Not caramel though.
No. I
Mike,
bought something
Mike
else.
says hi, Danica.
Hi everyone.
Word. She's gonna come up to me tomorrow. I know him. And
Yeah.
I'll say, no, I don't know
No,
him.
I don't know who you are. Well, I think we should.
Call her a night?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because we're just babbling now.
Babbling?
Yeah, just
I
babbling.
do a lot of babbling.
Times.
I
Yeah.
kind of wander around and babble most of the
And
day
look
anyway.
look at the time. It's almost bedtime.
Look at that. Anyways,
Well, Designer Dreams says, "Where's my cup?" We are drinking water,
yeah,
and he's finished his water.
I drank my water already. It's all gone.
Just so everyone knows, I've opened tabs on you all. We'll join your community soon. Awesome, Scott. Thanks for coming,
Right on.
Scott. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yep. Good night, Scott. Good night, everybody.
Hopefully,
Bye.
we will be back
We'll be back next Monday with
Same.
bells on.
same time. Hopefully, the same place, unless
Yeah.
I switch again.
And we'll see you on the next cup.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. Oh, you gotta hit it on there.
Yes, you do.
Can you hit it on there?
No, I can't. Everybody, oh, look, now Danica's there. Look.